So what is being called Miracle Draven is completely different than what we have expected and seen from Draven in the past. Instead of running Kaisas and things like that, you instead are seeing a lot of units that are able to be played out for not a lot. How does this deck work? Is it something to be worried about in the meta? And what can you expect in the future? All of that and more starting right now. This is something that's really interesting because we've seen a regular Draven deck where it has been like 3 Kaisas, Dariuses, and things like that. But then all of a sudden it's like, what are we seeing here? Just like that. Instead, we are now seeing called shots, stack decks, scrap heaps. And not only that, we are seeing Rashas and battering rams. Now, big thing there, if you don't know, Battering Ram is a brand new card, and what it does is that it costs 1 less for every card that you play this turn. Well, you can really find ways to cheat that out pretty easily because you can play things like Seal of Discord, which is literally just a recycle, or, called shots on top of that, stack decks. You have a lot of really low-cost stuff, and not only that, if you do already have multiple up to 10 cards in your trash, then you can play out Rasha for free. And especially with how much card draw you have in this deck, it can be absolutely crazy. And we were able to see just what it was able to do in this tournament that had over 300 competitors. Now, we're going to be going into this a little bit and diving into what made this deck so dang powerful. Now, with that, you look at this meta, the top 4 is Draven. Period. That's just how it is in this case. And so that is really interesting to see. And then, of course, we have Kaisa, Viktor, Master Yi, and another Draven. So a great turnout there and a total of 339 players. And again, this goes back to the question, is Draven just too powerful? And we'll see. That's going to be an interesting point to try to make here because it looks like it could be a really interesting deck to really throw a curveball in this meta, and it seems like he is getting ever more popular. We've already seen a lot of stuff going on in China with these deck lists where he's been able to absolutely dominate so far. With that, though, we still have a lot of regionals that are coming up. And if I remember correctly, the first one is this weekend, the 17th. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on as we watch. And one that's going to be really interesting to see. Because if Draven continues to become a problem, what's then going to be happening here? What is Riot going to be specifically looking at? They don't want that 70%, 50% of the field to necessarily just be Draven, and we've seen problems like that in the past where in like Star Wars Unlimited, for example, a couple of months ago, there was the Boba Fett issue where they had a regionals and 75% of the field was Boba Fett. That's it. So really interesting to see how all of that is going to continue to play out. But it is such a powerful deck, and even Miracle Draven was able to put so much work in. And I love how different this deck is. Just so you guys know, Challenger TCG, this is one of his builds. His team has had some really great showings. One of his teammates won the Atlanta 10K with Set. He got second in the Houston Regional with Yi Aurora, and the Aurora, of course, would then be swapped out with regular deck, so it would kind of throw off your opponent. They wouldn't know what to expect if it was a Yi Aurora deck or just a regular Yi deck, and either way, it was a very difficult board state to try to deal with, because if you went and swapped in board or gear removal, and then they just swapped out the Auroras, it was too bad, and so really interesting to see how all of that will continue to play out. But again, these guys are very good at figuring out the meta and learning how to really make a dynamic deck to challenge said meta. And here is no different, especially with Draven. And they've been even hinting on X that they have been cooking up some really insane stuff. And then we have this 330-player tournament, and it is clearly seen how strong this deck is. Now, with that, we are going to be seeing this in particular. Now, for those of you who don't know, Draven says that when you win a combat, draw 1. That is what people are saying is the most broken part of this, because it doesn't matter how many times you win a combat. Anytime you win a combat, you draw. So, I mean, that already in and of itself is absolutely broken. Then, of course, you got Zon Warrens. Anytime you conquer, you draw one or discard, draw one. Targon's Peak, readying 2 runes. And Minefield, discarding 2 from the top of your deck when you conquer. Then, on top of that, you got the Draven Called Shot, Seal of Discord, which has now gone up to $40. Literally yesterday, it was $17. Day before that, Saturday, it was $13. Shut up. And I mean, we already saw the same thing with Seal of Unity. The yellow one, just so you guys know. It went up to 50 and now it's back down to 20. But still, Seal of Discord, again, this is coming back to, if you watch my other videos, especially my Market Watch videos, people chase the hype. Oh, this deck won first. It's really cheeky, and let's run with it. So a lot of people are immediately buying Seal of Discord, and they will pay an arm and a leg for it. Now we also have the Scrap Heaps, the Traveling Merchants, Vi's, 1 Falling Star, 1 Vi, really interesting to consider. Bushwhack, new card. It says friendly units enter ready this turn. Play a gold gear token exhausted. So it immediately replaces itself for the power cost. And this is something that's really interesting too, because Draven is naturally a very power hungry deck just with what he is trying to do. So then going in and trying to get things moving and utilizing things, you're running things like Treasure Hunter, Bushwhack, which is really good. And then just even like the Seal of Discord is very powerful in this color combination. Now you have Zealous Fan for your Fighter Flights. Then you also have Fighter Flight, Treasure Hunter, 2 Rebukes, Last Rites, which specifically says that when I conquer or hold, you may play a unit from your trash. You still, of course, have to pay the power cost. Fizz, to be able to recycle your spells and reuse them. It's 3 less cost, energy cost. You still have to pay the power cost. Then, of course, Ezreal, he has a second great ability of optional additional cost 1 rune or 1 power less. Battering Ram, which is the bread and butter. And I cost 1 less for each card you've played this turn to a minimum of 1. And then also on top of that, Rasha, which I cost 1 less for each card in your trash, which means you could get out a 6-mite unit for literally 1. Not only that, it is fun because you have Hard Bargain, which Hard Bargain in the side deck is a little bit scary because sometimes you are just throwing maybe a little bit of game 1 to the wind a little bit, because there's a lot of removal from like Victor. There's a lot of really good answers from Green, from Purple, from Aurelia, from everyone else. And so sometimes that can be to your detriment a little. But again, this deck moves so powerfully fast that you can just go 0 to 100, especially with your card draw, to get some great answers. Switcheroo, Falling Star, 1 Thermo Beam, and 2 Thunder Songs. One of the biggest changes of set 2. Really cool to see. And this is the thing, is here's the deck. We're going to be looking at some gameplay of it. It's really cool to see how the finals actually went, and that's what we're going to be looking at together. Now, with this meta, this is going to be something maybe a little bit scary, because people who are taking a look at this might be saying, well, we're officially in the tier 0 world. And I don't necessarily know if we're quite there yet. It very well looks like it. When it hits, this deck hits. And it can go super wide, super fast, and be very difficult to try to defeat. We are also going to be looking at some additional gameplay of me playing Victor against Sasuke when he's playing this very same Draven deck. And it's a really interesting match where you get to see exactly what happens here and why Victor very well could be a contender in this meta and being one of the most powerful units here. And so especially just being able to board wipe with ease with Call of the Weeks, with not Grand Stratagem, with Imperial Decree, and then Bellows Breath that you can repeat and things like that are just so incredibly powerful here. Now, that's the hard part, is that we are getting to the point where it is very well looking like this is a very strong Draven meta, where instead of it being, 30-40% Kai'Sa, it very well could be 30-40% Draven. And is that something that we are necessarily going to be happy with? Maybe. We'll see. But if there are any responses that need to be happening, it very well could. This is what I'm going to be a little bit curious about to see what is going to be happening here, because again, this is a surprising kind of deck turn of events. We don't necessarily see something so insane here coming out of the gate just like this. And a lot of people are worried that the free spells, or the very cheap spells, if anything, are going to be too broken in this meta. I very well think that, yes, this is still going to be a very powerful Draven build. I'm not going to argue against that, but I also think that this is going to be one that the meta is going to adjust to. Are we going to see some more not Call of the Weeks, some unchecked powers, or, you know, things like that, or people are going to use Divine Judgment or something along those lines to really get things moving? And so already right off the bat, we're seeing a Draven v Draven. We're seeing a scrap heap played right off the bat. And then discarded on the Zon Warren. Sorry about that, to be drawn. Then immediately finding the Zeal of Discord to be able to use the called shot. And again, this is the thing that a lot of people get worried about because of how much card draw this was able to have. And so immediately, just from that, we're seeing that on turn 2, you were able to, for 4, counting the rune that they went in on, that you were able to get 2 units for a total of 7 might out, just like that. That's already crazy enough as it is. And so immediately going to be passing the turn, 2 runes still up, and the Draven is immediately going to be going up to 6 on the opposing side. Now, that is going to be a hot shot with a fight or flight. That's going to be a 1 combat that will then add a card to hand, and that is going to be now going up to 2 right off the bat, but it's still a Darius to be able to come in and challenge that off, and that is going to be a big win to stop a little bit of the score here. And again, Darius is still a very powerful card, a great one to add into the deck. And, you know, there's so many different ways to even just build Draven so far. And the reason why so many people are even liking this version of the deck right here is because it is going to be also very budget friendly. So there's a good chance that we are even going to be seeing more of this version here because of how good it is and how cheap it's going to be. So we'll see what ends up happening, but immediately that's going to be a 5-5 trade with only 1 up. There's not necessarily a whole lot that you can or need to worry about there. And then again, there we go with the Ezreal, such a powerful card in this deck, and then a called shot to immediately be utilized there, and to get 2 cards in hand because it immediately repeats just with the Ezreal being able to be replayed like that. So 2 seals already out onto the battlefield, another traveling, and then just like that, the sequencing to allow another battering ram out for 1, and then a pullback that will cause for a win of combat to be able to be there. A gold will be created and a card drawn. And another Draven coming out. So this is already a really cool combination to see, but you can see where the danger is. There is already a lot of cards. We see Rasha in the hand as it is for the player beside me, and that can also just add even more impact, more insult to injury. As soon as he gets to 10 cards, a seal can literally bring out a Rasha right away, and that also can count. And so equipping the equipment there will bring it up to 7. Now you do have to recycle 2 cards back into your deck in order to equip it. That's part of the equip cost, so really good there, but still a very powerful addition here. And again, this is the final, so this is the big thing too. The guy playing Draven here, the only losses that he actually had was against Viktor. And in the sense of it was literally just a game loss. That's a big deal. That's very telling. And one that I'm thinking is going to be interesting to see how it continues to be played out here. Again, there goes the scrap heap. Maybe on the bottom, sorry. And then he's going to be attacking in to get the Conquer. That is going to be another one that is able to be played because, again, the cost is diminished. And so you get to see how cool that kind of combo is because, hey, you got rid of one of my battering rams. You got rid of one of my Rashas. Well, when I conquer, when I hold, I can just play them for a very minimal cost in this case, which is so cool and so powerful to see. And I'm going to be curious to see what else can be responded to here. But there goes Traveling Merchant, again, being able to discard and draw a card on the move, and then being able to do so again, and then a fight or flight essentially, and even a hidden card to hold the Reaver's Row. So powerful there to see what is going to be happening here. Now, that is a lot built up. Even if you do take care of the initial field, you still have, I mean, already, even on one side of the field there, a total of 16 might. You are going to be playing the Thundersong main decked here, so no cards can be reacted to. If he did want to, though, he could still play the hidden card just in case, but still is going to be pushing back the card and going to be adding in a +2 and that to take out the battering ram. So a really good move there. And also the signature spell at reaction speed is incredibly powerful, but still you again have so much in the backfield that, you know, Seed 4 is going to have to deal with. And that's going to be difficult because you're going to be able to keep swinging, and he's already tapped out anyway. Now, of course, Reaver's Row is going to be a little bit helpful on getting units back. That's going to be awesome, but still, this is going to be one that is difficult at best to deal with. There isn't necessarily board wipes. We have rebukes and things like that, but how do you combat against such power here? And so here we go at the start of the turn. And again, going to be at 4. And here's the scary part, though, because you can immediately now go and take a battlefield with the equipped equipment and immediately get back a unit. So, but that's not going to be the case here. Instead, just going to be going up to 5. Again, discarding, drawing 1. Scrap Heap's going to allow 2 to be drawn instead. Very powerful combo there. And, I mean, if you continue to get that kind of card draw, I mean, he almost is going to go through his entire deck in this match, in this game even. And so you get to see how powerful this kind of idea, this low to the ground feel is. And so immediately going to be equipping, awesome, and could be making a very big push here. And so with the equip, discarding 2, and going to be moving in, and on the Conquer, then is going to be able to play a Overzealous Fan, which will then be defending as another basically fight or flight. So with 4 runes up, there is even a Ride the Wind in hand, if I saw correctly, and is debating on whether or not to actually fully reinforce. Now, he is up to 6, so that does say a lot. That does give you a lot of versatility right there anyway. And so I'm going to be curious to see what else is going to maybe happen here. And this is a big turn. You need to be able to clear out the battlefield. You need to be able to have the proper responses. But if not, this is going to be a very difficult scenario to try to work through. I mean, you look at the might in each battlefield. Even just clearing out 1 is going to be a feat in and of itself. But even with 4 runes up, how do you go about defending this kind of battlefield? And here's the thing, too, because, I mean, again, with this kind of deck list right here beside me, it's going to be interesting to see if this is a really good option in combating against the Draven Mirror. And that, in and of itself, can be a really good combat there. So we're already going to see the Overzealous Fan to push back. And then immediately going over. So we'll see how this plays out. But again, this is a very difficult scenario to try to deal with. And still, again, with a lot more of the reaction speed, adding another 2 might, that is a total of 5 might from equipment alone. That's going to be at 11. But still, the rebuke is going to be coming in, sending it back. And that very well could be sealing the deal. Now, you could go ahead and equip the 2 with the other blades in this case, but that still doesn't necessarily feel amazing to try to get into. And yep, looks like they are just going to be going into game number 2. So right there, guys, you get to see just how powerful these kinds of decks can be. Now, that's the hard part, because it's like, well, what am I going to be able to do here in this case? And it's like, that's a very good question, because when this Draven hits, it runs. And that's why I really do think that one of the good answers here can be Viktor. Whoop. The big reason why I say Viktor is going to be able to do a good job at taking care of things is just like what we discussed, where we have Bellows Breath with Imperial Decree. Game 1, at least, with this current deck list that we saw, doesn't actually side in the hard bargains until Game 2. So Game 1, if you really find your options here, you have a lot of versatility to be able to get things done. And so that's going to be to your advantage. Sorry, words are hard sometimes. Just got done with a 3-hour stream too. But with that anyway, guys, this is really interesting because the consistency that Viktor is able to have is so incredibly good. Then on top of that, if you do happen to have the Jace and Vanguard Armory combo, while that is very rare to do, it is still possible. Why? Because Jace has the ability to be the guy to go ahead and get this out for literally a power if you sacrifice a gold. So really good, and that can be a huge shift in momentum to give you the game. And so I was playing against Sasuke, and we wanted to see if Viktor could probably go in and challenge this deck here. Now, with the caveat, of course, that it isn't necessarily one deck. The Draven deck in particular is not one that we have played a lot of games in with this specific deck list. I probably made a lot of mistakes when I played that Draven deck list. He probably made a few mistakes when we played the Draven deck list, but still, it does a good job at showing what this is capable of doing. You're able to get stuff from Blood Money, Plundering Poro, or Broker. You're able to run to be able to get the gold that you need. And then you have things like Call of the Week, Wages of Pain, Hidden Blade for card draw, Consult the Past for card draw, and then just a lot of removal to really help keep you in this game. Now, Game 2 was really interesting because that was when the Draven really started hitting his combo. But before that, we were really able to mitigate a lot of the combo drawing here and really slow him down so that we were able to continue to hit battlefields, pull back, get some more points, move back in, get more, and it was really interesting. And I got to even say that Game 3 is going to be really fun for you guys to watch. Now, with that, I'm going to be interested to see what is going to be happening here with this meta as a whole. The biggest thing is we adjust to the meta. Now that this Draven is out in the open, we're going to start making adjustments to start learning how to play, one, against this deck, and two, how to even counteract it, because it moves. And that's going to be really fun to see what's going to be happening here, and if it is going to be something enough to shift the tides. This is a very powerful deck. Is this still in the tier 0 sphere? A lot of people are starting to think so. A lot of people are debating that. We will see. Even if it might be, again, there are things that we can do to adjust to make sure that it is that much more even of a matchup. I'm going to be curious to see if this deck really starts to see some gameplay over in China, especially as we get prepared for the regionals. Like I said, we've already seen a huge uptick, at least on the English side, for the Seals of Discord. Really crazy to see a $13 to a $40 seal in a matter of 3 days. So anyway, I'm going to be very curious to see. I'm going to be showing you guys the gameplay of Viktor versus the Draven, and Viktor does win out. So there is that little bit of hope. But again, we will see what happens. Let me know what you guys think down below. Is Draven now in that tier 0 with this specific build? Or is it a wait and see, and will we adjust? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, guys, have a good one. Everyone else was 2-0 except for Viktor. He went against 2 Viktors and was 2-1 each time.
Huh.
So, kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
So...
Oh, oops, I already mulled. So,
That's okay.
Okay, great. You get to go first, anyways.
What did you end? Oh gosh, a 5. I'm like, I thought I was done for sure. All right, cool. Yeah, I will go first. I've done my mulligan, and yeah, good luck to you. How's set 2 been feeling for you so far?
It's been pretty fun. There's a couple of really problematic cards for
Yeah.
me. Oh. Um, I was not of the opinion that the Draven Commander or Legend was so OP,
Mm,
but um, now I kind of come to the realization that it might actually be, and I think this list is definitely one that might make it. So,
yeah. Gonna move into Zon Warrens.
I have a response.
Okay, that's fine. I will then, after you do that, I'll discard, draw 1, go to 1. Let's go 1, activate the recruit, and
Hide a card.
hide a card, and pass.
So I guess we'll start by trying to do this.
Yeah, we will go with Wages of Pain to deal 3.
That was painful.
Yes, it normally is.
um.
Yeah, so this is TCG
So
Arena.
let's do.
If you look on my YouTube
Ezreal.
page, you'll see it. So, yep.
That,
Okay.
and then we'll play a treasure hunter.
Ooh. Don't tempt me with a good time. We'll go to 2. Move over to here.
Yeah.
Go to 3. Let's go 1 and 1. Create recruit again.
Sure.
And yeah, we will. Or why did I recycle 1? Gosh dang it! I hate that. That's like one of the biggest changes I need to get used to is gold. But
Yeah. Right. Okay. So we'll start off with a stacked deck.
uh-huh.
Grab this to hand. Bottom. And then we'll fight or flight this honest broker.
Okay, in response, we'll just hit and blade it. Draw 2 and create a gold.
Great.
So,
Then I will move this treasure hunter into these Zone Warrens.
yep.
I will discard Biz to draw a card. That's real in here. The conservatory trigger.
Yep. So we will manage top card. Reveal a spell. So go to hand.
What was it?
It was Imperial Decree.
Okay.
Nothing scary for you.
um. We'll pass.
Okay, let's see. So you have 3 up. That's fun. Could have more fight or flight. Maybe even. Okay. Becca, you got something at the front door. Just so you know. Uh-huh. Yep. I just got a notification. Okay, let me think then. If I was a good player, what would I do?
You do have a plethora of cards.
Yes, that's the hard part though. I'm trying to avoid combat with you. Let's go 3 Wages of Pain targeting Ez.
Feels bad.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, nice. That's good to know. Then we'll do 1, 2. Or let's go 1 first. Create a token. Then 1, 2. Destroy the gold. Do Call of the Week.
Oh my goodness.
Killing my new unit. Go into here. Response.
None, but actually, just as a tip,
Yeah.
So typically, it's better to take the battlefield and then cold weak the unit at the battlefield so that you leave your unit at base.
Oh, yeah. True. That would be true.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, that's good to know. Thank you. But yeah, then we'll go into here. Response.
No response.
Okay. Go to 4. We will discard Jace, draw 1. Then we will go over to here.
Yep. Oh, I should be at 2.
Oh yeah. Yep, definitely. And then to deck are visible by no one. Just gonna hide a card. No reason. Nothing to worry about. Pass.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna rebuke this one.
Okay, in response, consult of the past.
All right.
And then yep, so that'll go away. Draw 2. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Whoo. Okay. Yeah. The new stuff. Okay,
Right.
go to 6. And then go over into here.
Yep.
Go to 7.
This does not feel good. I'm not gonna lie. This matchup doesn't feel good.
Nah.
Maybe it's just the cards I pulled for game 1, but
Yeah, that's always a possibility. But we'll see. And I think we're good. We'll pass. Because yeah, there's turns where like you get a like there was one turn yesterday, Dr. Rick, if you know him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Imperial Decree.
that's fine.
Okay.
Don't forget the Raven Bloom trigger.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is an Imperial Decree added to hand.
Rebuke.
Ooh. Okay. Ah, that's an action. Dang it. Yep, you're good there.
All right. And then we'll float 1, play
Mm-hmm.
a Seal of Discord.
Oh, and that was a 1 combat, too.
Yes, I drew.
Oh,
I drew
okay,
the seal
cool.
off the combat.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, nice. Okay, cool.
We'll
I was just
play a
surprised to see
Fizz.
so few cards in hand.
I know, right? And then we'll just replay the Rebuke with Fizz.
Okay.
Over here.
Okay, so we will then reveal a consult. That'll resolve draw 2. And yeah, it will die, but we will get a token.
Does this happen?
Yeah, so you're all good.
Oh. don't have a choice.
Oh no.
Actually, I'm gonna play the Draven.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Where's that last one? Here it is. Okay.
Okay. Let's go Wages of Pain to deal 3. And then we'll Stupefy twice. Okay. And you are tapped out, so we'll go over here.
Me too.
And then, yep, okay, sounds good. Okay.
I probably should have reinforced, huh?
Probably. But I had a Singularity in hand and another Imperial Decree too, so
would have been pretty tough.
it would have been pretty tough to come back, but still, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting combo. Okay. And because yeah, that's been the big thing, is I really think that Viktor might be the big counter for Draven and keeping him in check. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I know that Yee's also pretty good into Draven. Played a series against Ghosty a couple of days ago, and that was really good. Felt because like you got Ruin Runner, Thwonk, Defies, Not So Fast, a lot of things that serve as really great answers to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. I just really think people went a little too far on set 2 cards with Yi, and he kind of lost his, what made him great, so. But, good there.
Right. Actually, we'll play him right up here. This does have some mild risk, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah, that does change things. And still 2 up because of Targon's Peak. Again, another jerk move there. Let's see. Let's go over to here.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to pay for a gold? Yeah, we'll pay for a gold. Go into here with broker.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And pass priority on that. Well, Overzealous activates first, but
yeah, I will pass priority.
okay. Then I'll attack into broker, or I mean, Overzealous.
Okay, we'll trade.
Okay, create a gold.
I draw.
We'll go 1-1, and then 1-2. Call of the week.
Eesh.
And actually, in this case, I'll kill the one in base. Recycle 1 because I need to hide a card.
I see.
Pass.
All right. So we'll start with a stacked deck.
Yes, sir. Seal of Discord, one of the nicest parts about it is you're playing it to be able to play a card. If you look at the deck list, I will post it. Your goal is to play as many cards as possible, as quickly as possible.
We'll use the Seal of Discord.
And so a Seal of Discord is such an easy card to... And it helps mitigate your power cost, which Draven really suffers in.
Drop 2. So let's see. Yeah, we'll call shot. Pay for it twice.
I even got you an extra roll. Okay.
This one.
Okay.
We'll stacked deck once more.
Okay, wow. Preparing for the future.
That is, let's see. 4, 5? No, it's 5. It's 4, right? 1 and then 3? Yeah. Because 2 stacked decks, called shot, Ezreal. This turn, that's 4 cards. We'll play a Steel.
He's doing the thing.
And then we'll play all 3 of them.
Oh my gosh. And that's why this is a dangerous game to play. We'll go Consult of the Past, draw 2. Let's go for Salvage to kill one of your seals.
I assume the readied one.
Yeah, might as well. Draw 1 from that. Get that out of the way. Oh yeah, gain a point for hold. But wow. That's a good time. We'll pull back. 1, 2, and 1. Go there. And pass.
Okay. I guess we'll just start here.
Yep, you're good there.
Take a gold.
Yep, good there.
All right. And then, let's see. So, 7. Sure. We'll play Arasa.
Uh-huh.
Like this. Okay.
Cool.
I should be at 3.
Yep.
Sorry.
No worries. Gosh, that's where it gets so tough. Let's try to kill the one here.
Hard bargain for 4. Because Ezreal.
Yep, good there. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is where the deck gets a little cheeky. Oh, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Okay. Gosh, yep. We'll create a token. And pass.
All right, we'll hold the 2.
Mm-hmm.
We'll play another Rasa.
Yep.
I guess we'll also play this Traveling Merchant.
Okay.
And you know what? Pass.
Okay. Gosh dang. Okay. Almost just feel like let's go ahead and send this in here before passing priority. We will hidden blade our own unit. We'll both draw a card, but that's okay. Any response?
No, sir.
Okay. So, yep, I will draw 2. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Consult to draw 2.
Yep.
Nope, not much better. Pretty much gonna say go game 3, but we'll.
Yeah, I mean the triple battering ram turn was kind of cracked.
That's a problem, and there was like I said, Dr. Rick played triple battering ram, and then 2 Rashas in a turn, and he was just like, "Yeah, it's broken." The hard part is if I do get like a Bellows Breath with a Imperial Decree, I can at least clear the majority of your board. But even then, yeah, I'm gonna pretty much say this is game 3, because yeah, you're just gonna reinforce, and
I don't need to reinforce. I can overtake both battlefields next turn if I need to.
Yeah,
it's just better to step back.
Yep, game 3. So yeah, I mean, yeah, there's definitely something there. Yeah, and that was the hard part. I had half the combo, but not entirely there, so that was sad. But I'll go first, see if that makes a big difference. Mulligan 2. When you're ready. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's not a lot of backfield destruction that we normally see. So that's going to be the hard part, is trying to figure out that balance.
I need to get rid of that.
And that's the thing, too. A lot of Victor is kill units directly in battlefields. Unless it's Call of the Week.
No. This was right. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Yep. And pass it over when you are ready. All right. Let's see. Good to go?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah. Okay. No. I don't want to bring drama into the stream, but did you see my Twitter post yesterday?
I think so, but there was a lot of Twitter posts that are probably hitting the same mood that you're feeling. Let me look it up.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with the Draven stuff.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah. Some dude, who was once my YouTube partner, stole the YouTube channel.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, like he changed all the information, blah blah blah.
Oh, yep, I see that now.
So a lot of people are messaging me about it, and one of my real life friends on it is talking. to me in that regard. God, this is so weird. It feels really bad to get rid of this hard bargain.
Yeah. But gosh, wonder what else you have in hand at that point. All right, let's go Dreaming Tree. Good one. Gosh, that really might be. Yeah, that really might be our best play. That's a lot of goal, or a lot lost here in this case. But
2 mind runes.
yep.
Oof, that doesn't feel good.
Doesn't feel good, but it could give me a lot.
All right, so we're just gonna stack deck.
Yes, sir.
3.
In response to stacked deck, that way I don't lose a battle. Whoops, visible by all. I'm gonna hit and blade mine.
Sure.
And draw 3.
I think it has to be this one. Even though I really don't want it to be. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I really don't want it to be this one, but it has to be. Okay. And then we'll called shot.
Uh-huh. Yep. Ezreal's so good for that.
Well,
yeah, that's the thing is Kais is going to be expensive, but Draven not necessarily. He's going to be okay. Altarts are going to be very high, of course, but otherwise,
deck.
Him on his ability isn't going to be.
All right, this is
crazy.
broken, dude. I'm sorry. This is not balanced. Well, I mean, the amount of dig that you get through stacked deck and called shot is just not fair. Seal a Discord. Called shot.
Whew.
There we go. We didn't get the battering rams, but that doesn't matter. We're just gonna get rid of all of our runes.
Holy, is that gonna pay off? Interesting. Okay.
Man, it's all right. Ezreal's probably gonna die if I do that, but you know what? He might just die anyways, so we'll take the point while we can.
Yep. Yep.
And then to discard.
What was it?
Oh, there it was right off the top.
No, and if you hit R or if you hold R and hover over the deck, you can remove automatically. Kind of a cool hotkey. Right? Is it? Or D. D is mill. That's right. R is removed from the game. D is mill.
Oh, D is mill?
Yeah, so if you hit D and you hover over your deck, it'll say mill, and you click twice, it'll automatically put them in your discard. So kind of cool. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's go Wages of Pain.
Yep. I'm afraid of Vengeance and Cold Week, so I was just like, you know what? If you have a Cold Week, then I just may as well take the point while I can.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
You have too many cards for me to not think that you do?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, too. There's a lot here that, because Victor sometimes struggled with card draw in set 1. But it's like in this one, it just moves a little bit better. It feels like. Because I played Draven, I played Victor a lot set 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Destroy a gold, recycle, go here. We did the thing. We will then tap.
I don't like you doing the thing.
How do you think I felt last game?
That's fair. That was fair. I almost did the thing again this game, but
yeah, serious.
Didn't find the cards in the top. I don't know, probably 25.
Yeah, God. We'll go back into Dreaming Tree. Don't kill yourself. Gosh.
Oh man, yeah. I have these allergies. So like, I grew up in Washington State, so they didn't have cedar trees in Washington.
Oh,
but here in Texas, they got a lot of them, and it turns out I'm allergic to it, and it causes like.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, it causes coughing. I had to take a steroid shot and everything for it. Dude.
Oh wow.
It's wild. Yeah, it's legitimately really bad.
Okay, and pass. Trying to combat all the card draw you get.
Right. Let's do this.
Yeah, good there. Or on the when I move trigger, actually.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and hidden blade my unit, and then I will also attach to that a stupefy, or yeah, just a stupefy. So I will get 4 cards. If that works. Or you get a choice to respond. I was moving a little fast. On the hidden blade, if you had a hard bargain or something, you do get a chance to respond.
Yeah, let me think about that, actually.
So I was moving a little fast there, sorry.
No, you're fine, you're fine. I think, honestly, I still don't mind.
Okay. So we will draw 4.
Oh, no, it does. Okay, so I draw, and then I do the mill. It doesn't look like when because I hit the D and it didn't do that.
Or if you hold D, hold D and hover over your...
Yeah, no, I was holding it when...
Oh,
yeah, it just
okay.
didn't...
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it was just being weird. I don't know.
Also, did you see how high Sealed Discord went in price? It's $33 now. It was $17 yesterday.
Wow, it definitely got a bot out.
Yeah. This is an interesting matchup, though.
This is where things get weird. So I could do that. It'd be expensive. I don't have the rings to do that, so then never mind. So I guess we'll start off by playing Rasa. Second points.
Oh gosh, Sealed Discord is 40 now? You kidding me? It was 33 this morning when I checked.
That's insane.
That was 2 hours ago. Yeah, it's 35 going on 40 now. Yeah, 40 is the top sell. Yeah.
Show discovered. There we go.
Yep.
I'm gonna play stack deck.
Yes, sir.
Oops, there it is.
Like I say, people follow the trends.
And then this goes to... Where's Bob? There we go.
At least you're tapped out. Silver lining there.
You're right.
Okay, so let me see. In your discard right now, just a lot of everything. 5 cards in hand. You're going to be going up to 6. That's honestly not the worst. You are tapped out, so let's have Jace go over into here. There's only so many cards you can play for free, I guess.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then we will discard. Ooh, a coal and a singularity. Yikes. Tell me how you really feel. Ooh, okay.
Believed.
Singularity board
No!
wipe.
No!
Okay, then we will go over here. Go to 4. Then tap. And, you know, what's another 3 tokens, really? Oops. And I will.
This is looking bad.
pass.
I'm not gonna lie.
Good. I wanted to shut this Draven deck down. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Woo! And that's why. That's why.
Oh no.
I think I'm still in really good shape, though. You know, what's another 3? Yeah. Pull back. Let's go 2 and... Oh, come on. Get out of the way. Recycle 1. Let's do Hidden Blade on our guy. Draw 3.
All right. You need to stop drawing cards, sir.
No, it says the Draven player. Don't give me...
Listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 12 cards, sir.
Yes.
All right?
Don't
There's
tempt
a certain
me.
point at which it's too many.
And
I'm honestly starting to get a little offended that you're not willing to share.
It sounds more like a personal problem here. Let's go 2 and recycle 1. Let's take out 1 of your untapped thing. I got to draw more cards at this point. And then we will create 1 more token and pass.
Okay. So I have some cheekiness.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a last rites.
Ooh. Okay.
And then we'll put this to the bottom. Seal it Discord and the Seal it Discord to the bottom. All right. And then we'll exhaust the thing. All right, and then we'll move here. We get a gold token. And then, oh, you're at 6?
I'm at 6, by the way. Yeah. My pullout game's strong. I had to go back to base real quick for a final push if needed.
I see.
So.
This is problematic. It's not ideal.
Thank you so much for the sub, Bill Smash. Really appreciate it. Good to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Seriously, means a lot. Good to have you guys here. Okay, and we get to defeat the new Draven potentially.
This is a weird turn then. So I think we play the Rasa.
Okay.
Here. And then go like this.
Okay.
And go to 4 points. Pass.
Okay. Now the real question, do you have a hard bargain in hand? You have not played, or you discarded 1, so there's 1 or 2 more left in the deck. I don't remember if you play 3 or not. I'm not going to check currently anyway. We are going to risk it for a biscuit. Imperial Decree.
Yeah, it was risked.
Yep, that's okay.
This is actually a 3.
Yeah, okay. Let's create a token. And let's create 3 more. They will be back, and in greater numbers. All right, pass. Yeah, the big thing with playing Zen, I like the ability to be automatically ready. That's a really good idea. I need to play test it more personally, and then figure out if it is something worth playing. Oh, my chat is not on. That's weird. Sorry about that, guys. Usually...
Huh. Okay, so go to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Draven.
Mm-hmm.
Over here. Yeah. And then we'll just get rid of 2 gold tokens.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna fall
Get rid of
start?
2 of them.
Do you want to get rid of Jace, if anything?
That's the best we got.
Or okay, yep, sounds good. So I'll get rid of 2.
That's not feeling good, dude. It's not feeling good. Oh no.
Okay, do you have another? I got so lucky top decking, or not Call of the Week. Sorry. Do you have another hard bargain?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
And if so, you win.
That's all she wrote.
Oh, serious? All right,
That
then.
Vanguard Armory is too tough to deal with.
That's gonna be. I mean, you'll.
Your mic is muted for some reason, by the way.
Sorry, I was talking to chat. Okay, so Imperial Decree goes through. The only scary part is the cards that you get to draw from winning combats. So let's start with Jace in here. Response?
Fight or flight.
Okay. I will go and stupefy my Jace to draw 2.
And draw 1. Uh-oh.
And then let's see. I will go here.
Yep.
And take out the Rasha.
All right.
I will go
be fun to just
here to take the battering ram. You know, I've drawn so many cards. I want you to draw all the cards, and then that'll okay.
A called shot.
Might as well.
Doesn't help anything at all. It's just fun. All right, he's dead.
Okay, and then we will conquer response.
I cry.
Okay, that's fine. Tears are enjoyed here on stream. Go in here.
All right, Ross is dead.
Okay, go in here.
I draw. I draw.
Okay, and in here.
I draw. Oh, nope. That doesn't go to the top of the deck. It goes to the draw. Okay.
And then conquer for 8 point.
Yeah, you got it.
Woo! Interesting matchup, though, gotta say.
Oh.
And then what?
Yeah, so that Jace would have been actually able to get that 1v3, right?
Yeah. Or, well, no, because I would have been able to take out 2 of yours. Because
damage is enough, right?
Well, yes, but I have to be able to deal full damage to a unit to be able to transfer damage to another.
Oh.
Which is why I did one at a time, so that we could do things that way. So yeah, it's a little interesting on how that works. So, but yeah, good game. So okay, so at least this version of Draven is beatable, and I only had what 13 cards in hand.
Only 13.
As a Victor. I have 12 cards left in deck. You had 3 at the end of that.
I had 7.
Or you had 7? Okay, cool. Yeah.
I did draw 6 cards that turn, so that was fun.
That's hilarious.